Hey, it's Jason here, obsessor of all things iPhone and a photographer and filmmaker in my waking hours. Now, that iPhone in your hand is a very sophisticated camera tool, and I'd love to share with you my most requested iPhone photography tips so you too can elevate your iPhone photo game. Remember those really cool SLR cameras, the vintage SLR cameras with the big motor drive that would stick on the bottom for that pew, 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 rapid fire photography mode. Great for sports photography. But did you know your iPhone also has its own rapid shooting called burst mode? Sure, you can fire off multiple photos by pressing the shutter button each time you want to, but watch this. Dragging and holding your shutter button to the left enters burst mode, saving a whole sequence of rapid fire stills. In your camera roll, a burst image will show as a little stack of images, or else you can see your burst images under media types inside your camera roll too. When you open up a burst sequence, you can tap select to go through and review each image and decide to keep just one, a few, or maybe even the whole sequence. It's entirely up to you. Fingerprints, dust, dirt, skin cells, every camera's nightmare. Just take a look at my hand as seen through my smudged iPhone lens. That's actually disgusting. A quick wipe with a cloth or any clean fabric you're wearing and presto, instant lens resurrection. Cleaning your lens every time you pull it out of your bag, your purse or your pocket is the only way to ensure your images are clean, sharp and well contrasted. And while I think of it, don't forget to clean your selfie camera as well. There's an inbuilt tool inside your iPhone's camera software that not many people know about, but it'll really help you level up your shots perfectly every single time. To switch it on, navigate to your settings, then camera, and here you'll find a function underneath composition called grid. Turn it on so it goes green and then return back to your camera view. Now you'll have two horizontal and vertical guides overlaying your camera view. These will help keep your horizons and edges level, plus the grids encourage you to use the age-old principle of the rule of thirds, which is a compositional rule where we try and align our focal point along any of the lines or at their intersection. In addition, when shooting down horizontally, the grid lines also show white and yellow crosshairs. Aligning those perfectly means you'll be looking exactly straight down. Very handy for flat lays or those foodie shots. Now, Pano or panoramic mode has been around like forever, but I bet I'm about to show you some things about that mode that you never even knew were possible. When we fire up Pano mode, we see the white arrow pointing left to right along a guide bar. But did you know that you can simply tap the arrow to make it start from the right side? I know, that's a game changer for your panoramic compositions. You should always long press on the brightest area of your composition to lock your exposure before starting a pano. This will keep your colours consistent as you pan around through light and dark areas. You can also switch between your different focal length lenses to go from ultra wide, wide, right through to tele as well. I normally stick to my wide-angle lens when using Pano mode. Most people take a Pano photo by pressing the shutter once to start and then another tap to stop. But you can also start the Pano that way and then simply tilt the phone up or down to end the shot. It's also possible to long press the shutter for the desired duration of your Pano image. Vertical panos are also possible. Just rotate your phone around and tilt up or down for the duration of your shot. Above all, experiment, have a play. Panoramic mode is full of creative surprises. By default, our iPhones are factory set to take photos in 4:3 aspect ratio. But did you know you can change that setting too? Tapping the very top arrow in photo mode will reveal the photo settings. Tapping on the 4:3 button will then reveal 3 framing options. This is 4:3 standard photo framing. This is 1:1 square framing. And lastly, this is 16:9 widescreen crop ratio. That last example of 16:9 framing, same as what we're using here in video, is really handy if you are shooting videos that you want to use full screen in a video presentation. Because if you shoot them in 4:3 aspect ratio, you get the black edges left and right. That looks pretty ugly. Did you know your iPhone's selfie camera actually comes with a crop or an expand setting built in? Let me show you. If I just fire up my camera here and I switch to my selfie camera, hey there goofball, Can you see this expanding arrow in the circle here? Well, tapping it will allow your field of view to expand slightly for group selfies, and then tapping it again crops it in tighter for shots with just 1 or 2 people. Now the selfie, crop, expand button, whatever we call it, only works in photo mode. Okay, so video selfies, you don't have it, but for photo selfies, it's there. And once you know it's there, I'm sure you're going to use it. I see so many iPhone users zooming into a composition in video or photo mode doing this. Spinning the zoom wheel, or worse still, pinching and zooming. This is a highly imprecise way to zoom because more often than not, you just end up enlarging the pixels digitally rather than using the inbuilt optical lens choices you've got available to you. This iPhone 14 Pro has a wide lens, an ultra wide lens, and a tele or a zoom lens. So get in the good habit of zooming in and out using those optical lens taps. Your imagery is going to look far better because of it. How was that? A few nuggets of knowledge gold in there? I hope so. I'd actually love to know your thoughts, so please drop a comment here for me. Until next time, stay creative, legends.